Following what will most likely turn out to be the worst 5-game stretch of their season, the Jays finally got back in the win column with a commanding 4-0 win over the first-place Pittsburgh Pirates, which still sounds pretty weird, but anyways, let's dive deep into the game because there were a lot of interesting moments which occurred. First off, I am over the moon happy with how the defense played. Sure, Merrifield ended up not coming up with a catch on his diving attempt on a shallow fly ball in left field, but it was a difficult play. Other than that, we saw Bowen Chapman collect every ground ball perfectly and execute a strong throw to get the runners every time at first. Merrifield in left also threw out Carlos Santana trying to go first from third on a single. Jansen threw out Ji-Hwan Bae trying to steal third, and after a ball got loose at the plate, Jansen tossed it perfectly to Bassitt, and the Jays nabbed Rodolfo Castro trying to score. That's 3 outs that were made because the Jays were on their toes ready for the Pirates to be aggressive. Something that was non-existent this past week where the Red Sox were 9 for 9 in stolen base opportunities. Moving on, let's talk about the bats, who got going early when Vlad knocked in Bo Bichette from second base via a ground ball through the shortstop and third baseman. That's all the Jays got in the first, but tacked on another in the fourth when Dalton Varsho hit a double down the right field line to catch in Merrifield from third. Something to note here is that during this at-bat, Merrifield stole third, and while he would have definitely scored from second with the hit, the stolen base forced Rich Hill to be more careful about his curveball, because if he tries to throw it down and out of the zone, he risks a passed ball. That's why I believe the stolen base from Merrifield helped out Varsho immensely in his at-bat. This is now Varsho's 4th straight game with a hit with 7 in total, 4th straight game with an RBI with 6 in total, and during this time he also hit 2 home runs, scored 2 runs, walked, and stole a base. This small stretch has raised his average up from 186 to 224, and his OPS up from 572 to 692. That's 120 points better in just a short amount of time. He's truly starting to heat up, and with his bat producing in the 5 spot, he can help protect Chapman in the 4 spot. Now on to another guy I want to highlight, and that being George Springer, who in his 64 at-bats leading up to this game, he had gone just 10 for 64, which is a 156 average, and he paired that with a 401 OPS. Many people were calling for him to be pushed down in the order, and before tonight, I bet John Schneider had been thinking about it too. But on an 0-2 pitch from Rich Hill in the 5th, Springer extended the lead by hitting a 2-run moonshot to deep center field. It was hit 423 feet and registered at 103 miles per hour off the bat. This had to have felt good for Springer, who was on a 16-game homer drought. At least after last night's performance, there's no way he gets moved down ahead of tonight, so let's hope that yesterday was the beginning of the resurgence in George Springer's season. And lastly, the pitching was lights out, backed by 7 strong innings from Bassitt in which he only allowed 4 hits. Yes, he did allow 4 walks, but no damage came from it. He looked as perfect as he could have been, throwing every pitch in his arsenal and giving what the Jays have desperately needed, a quality start. That's become Bassitt's specialty for the Jays. He has been beat up a few times this season, but has consistently eaten up innings, and last night with his 5th quality start of the season. Following him up in the 8th was Eric Swanson, who pitched a flawless inning, lowering his ERA down to an incredible 1.23. Then in the 9th, Romano came into a non-save situation, which I'm happy Schneider did. Romano didn't record a single out in the Red Sox series, only surrendering the loss in Alex Verdugo's walk-off home run. So to put him back into this game with a 4-run cushion can help reset his confidence and get him back on track. And he pitched a perfect inning with 1 strikeout to close the door on the Pirates and secured the Jays' 5th shutout of the season. The Pirates are now riding on a 5-game losing streak with many injuries, and it won't get easier for them because I don't think the Jays are content about taking just 1 out of this 3-game series. Tonight, it's Berríos trying to bounce back after his poor start against the Red Sox versus an unfamiliar player in Oviedo who owns a 4.78 ERA. Also, I will be posting all season long about our beloved Blue Jays, so you're definitely going to want to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys for all the support, and I will see you all in the next video.